Hi there, interghost here, and another month has been and gone, so it's time for another pickups video.
Interghost is at the caboose. He's picking up games to show to you. He really likes to play on his Wii U. And if you think you've got a high score, well, that's what Retro Records is for. His XCOM team aren't living anymore. Hear that all the dudes are singing out of tune. It's your friendly YouTube hosts, interghost.
Yeah, so another month has come and it's gone, and yeah, I don't know where the time's going. It only seems like I make these videos, it feels like I'm making them every week, but yeah, it's been a month since the last one. And we're still in semi-lockdown. I'm actually coming to the end of my self-isolation at the moment from my trip to Spain and Italy. You might have seen my pickups from Spain and Italy video. Yeah, so I think tomorrow I'll finally be allowed back out, which will be great, because sitting in your own house for 2 weeks, not even be able to go to the shops, is not ideal. So before I went away on my holidays, I actually bit the bullet and I sold some of my Thundercat action figures. Now, I've been collecting them up for a few years. I haven't bought any for quite a long time, but when I used to buy them, I used to pay sort of between £5 and £10 per figure, and they've been sat in my games room on the shelf ever since. And I thought, I'm going to check how much these go for now, and I was surprised that some of them go for like £50 to £100 each, and I just thought, do I really need these sat here, or should I sell them and pick up some things that I really want? So yeah, I bit the bullet, put them on eBay, and at the beginning of the month I sold a few of them. Now I've got a rough idea. I think it's about 17 figures I've sold so far. I've relisted some of the ones which haven't, but I made about £500 or just over £500 on 17 figures, which I just think is nuts. So this month I've been able to buy quite a few bits and pieces. Now I've gone a little bit mad again on sort of Switch games, and I've bought some books and some board games. So this video might run a little bit longer than they normally do. I normally try to keep it about 10 minutes, but if it goes a bit longer, I apologise, I've got a few things to get through. But yeah, I still don't go that mad. I don't buy really expensive games. I try to keep sort of around the £20 mark as sort of a price I'm willing to pay for like a Switch game. But I look them all up before I buy them. I only want to buy games which I'm interested in playing. I'm not one of these people now who just buy any old rubbish just to build up a huge collection of titles. I'm much more selective these days. I'll look up reviews on games, make sure that I'm going to play them before I buy them. So let's get cracking. So these ones were from eBay. So I'm looking down because I've got a list here of all the things to keep track of it. So yeah, I bought, what was it, 6 Switch games from eBay. And yeah, so the first one I got was Gianna Sisters Twisted Dreams, our Ultimate Edition. So play on words there. And I just thought this one looks quite good. I think, wasn't Gianna Sisters bought out on the older consoles, and it was like a rip-off of Mario back in the day. I've had a quick look at the gameplay. I haven't actually played this one yet, but you can switch between the two characters and it goes into sort of like a dark world and light world on the fly. You can switch between them both, and depending on what world you are playing is it changes the background and the creatures, and it will open up like things you can climb on and that sort of stuff. So I thought that looked quite interesting. That one cost me £9. Next one, another eBay purchase. This was a tenner, and it's Flipping Death. Now I got this one because I really like the look of the art style. I'm really into sort of platformer games at the moment. I was watching T-Rex Space Station Ben the other day, and he was saying about how if you play sort of these huge roleplay games nowadays, it takes hundreds of hours, and I'm like him, I haven't really got time to play those huge games anymore, and starting games like that doesn't really interest me anymore. So I'm more into these sort of fun action platformer games, collect 'em up games like Spyro and that sort of thing. And this one looked like one of those. It come with a nice sort of collector's card inside it, which is pretty cool. And yeah, I haven't played this one yet, but I'm liking the look of it. Next one was this was £17, and it's Northgard. Now, I have played this, and to be honest, I was a bit disappointed, and I'll probably be getting rid of this one soon. It looks exactly like a game I would like to play. Let's see, inside box in that one. It's sort of like a strategy. You build up a town. You build different things like wood cutters that cut down the trees so that you can build more buildings. You can get hunters to go and collect fish and deers, and then you have fighters. So a bit like the old style Warcraft. Is that the one? Yeah. And it looks good, but the only problem is the text on this game, and somebody said this on a review I watched as well, but the text in this game is absolutely tiny on screen. I mean, playing it on a, whatever my screen is, like a 40, 50 inch TV screen, and you have to squint to see what it says, or you have to sit forwards and look at the screen harder to try and read what the text says. And there's a lot of text in this, and also descriptions of what buildings do and that sort of thing. So yeah, it ruins the game really. Could have been a good game if you could read what it said, but unfortunately I'll probably get rid of that one. Next one is, this was £13, and it's Ash of God's Redemption. Now again, this is a game I haven't played yet, but it's a game, I've played it in, I think I picked it up actually. Yeah, it's in another pile in a minute. But this is by the same company who made another series called the Banner Saga. And I played that before and I really liked it, and it's got the same sort of graphic style, same gameplay. It's sort of like a Fire Emblem or XCOM-ish style. No, not XCOM, it's probably more Fire Emblem, where you've got a battlefield, you can move your characters around, and it's turn-based. You can select where you want to stand, and then who you want to attack and that sort of thing. And yeah, the thing I'm most impressed about these sort of games are the graphics on it. So hopefully I'll put some up here and you'll see what I mean. But yeah, really excited to give that one a go. Next one is Owlboy, and this is a game I've been trying to get for a long time, and it always went sort of £25–30. I managed to get this for £14. I think it was buy it now or make an offer, and I made an offer of £14 and they accepted it. And so yeah, it's really chuffed to get this game. Another platformer. It's a pixel art game, and I'm currently playing this one at the moment and really enjoying it. The story in it is great, the graphics are great, and it's got some real sort of interesting moves and how you control. You have to pick up characters to shoot and that sort of stuff. So I'll do a review on that when I complete it on my finisher. But yeah, Owlboy, I'd really have to get that for £14. If you see that one and you like platformer games or pixel art games, you're going to really enjoy that game. And finally, from the ones I bought, we've got Lego City Undercover. Now this one only came a couple of days ago. I brought this mainly for Jack to play because we got this on the Wii U, and it's one of our favourite Wii U games, and we just wanted to be able to play it on the Switch, so we don't have to set up and start switch over to the Wii U to play this one. And it's pretty much the same game, but they've made it so you can play 2-player in this as well. If you've never played Lego City Undercover, I'd highly recommend it. It's a brilliant game. It's basically Grand Theft Auto, but in Lego City. And you play the cop rather than the bad guy, and yeah, it's really good fun and probably the best Lego game I've played. £17, I don't know if I mentioned that. Now I did get some more Switch games, but these ones I didn't technically pay for. These were all done through a swapping group I'm part of on Facebook. So if you've got a game you no longer want, rather than trading it in or selling it, you take it onto this group, you put it up for offer, and people offer games they would want to swap. So I swapped these ones. First of all, I did buy a game also, Cooking Mama, off of Facebook Marketplace this month as well for £15, and I've swapped that on the swap group, so I haven't got that anymore. So the first game, so there's a couple of others which I swapped on the swap group as well, which I had in my collection and I picked up this month, but I've since re-swapped them, so I sort of double swapped them. I got Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. Didn't really like it. I originally swapped that for an extra Mario Kart 8 that I had. I had 2 copies of it, so I got rid of one, got that. And I also got Into the Dead, which is sort of like a first-person shooter game. I thought it was going to be good because you had like a Ghostbusters DLC on it. I'm not a fan of shooter games, so I was a bit skeptical. Played it, didn't like it, so I swapped that for Harvest Moon, which I got last month. So those games are both gone. So the first one I got was Overcooked 2, and I swapped this game for Attack on Titan 2, which I didn't really enjoy. Now this game is really good fun. You have to play it in multiplayer really. I played this one with Jack on the same screen, and basically you get all these orders pop up in your like crazy kitchen, and you have to try and work together to prepare the meals, prepare them, serve them up, and get them out before like they set fire or customers leave. It's really good fun, really sort of manic gameplay, so that was really cool. Next one is Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. Yep. Again, I got this on the Wii U, so I'll be getting rid of that version. And it's a really good game, really cool Mario game. It goes back to sort of, it feels like a Mario Bros. 3 or Super Mario World on the Super Nintendo. They've gone back to that 2D style and gameplay. And it's got all the Koopalings in it, and you have 8 worlds, and they've got the Bowser ships going through it, so it's very sort of reminiscent of Mario Bros. 3. This has also got Luigi U on it, which was a separate game on the Wii U, and also they've added Toadette, which can turn into Peachette, so you've got a new character to play, and you can also play as Nabbit, which is this little guy down here. So yeah, I swapped that one for, that's what I swapped Sonic and Mario at the Olympics. I swapped it for this one, and me and Jack have completed it since we've got it. We completed it within like 2 days, and I'll be doing a finisher video on that soon. Next one is the Banner Saga trilogy, so that's the one I was talking about with the Ashes of Gods. Now I played the first one of these on Steam on the PC and really enjoyed it. Like I said, I really like this sort of art style and the fact that it's turn-based. This one's got all 3 games on it, so I will be playing the first one again, and then I'll play the other 2. And I swapped that one for Into the Dead, which is the one I didn't enjoy. Next one is Rayman Legends, and this is another game which I had on the Wii U. I don't think I've still got it, but really good fun. Really surprised how good this game was. If you've never played it and you like platform games, I would highly recommend this one as well. It's not like the other Rayman games on sort of like the PlayStation. It's much more fun, much more fast-paced. You have to run through loads of levels, collecting up lots of little collectibles, and you can have up to 4 players playing on one screen. So if you've never played Rayman, I would highly recommend getting that. So I swapped that one for LA Noire, which I have played several times and don't think I'll ever play it again. So that's cool. Finally, I got Tricky Towers, which is by Super Rare Games. This is a game which was originally just download only, but they bought it out on Super Rare, and you get like the cards and stickers and stuff inside it. And when I saw this on the swap group, I thought I really wanted to get this one, and I swapped it for that Cooking Mama game and Crash Bandicoot trilogy, which I didn't really get on with. I think I mentioned that in the last video. Just didn't play very well. So I swapped those 2 games for this one. This one sort of goes for £60–70 on eBay. So I thought for those two games that was an absolute bargain. And this is basically, it's Tetris, but you have to build your tower on like a little platform, and if the bricks fall off you have to start again, and it's the first one to get to the sort of top line without the tower falling over. You can have 4 players playing this one at the same time, and it's just another fun manic puzzle game. So really cool game. So that was all the Switch games that I got this month. Quite a few. What was that? I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 Switch games. So yeah, my Switch collection is getting quite big, but again, like I said, I'm only buying games which I think I'm going to enjoy. I also picked up a Wii U game this month, which is very unusual. I'm not really looking at collecting Wii U. If I do, I'm only going to get ones which are sort of exclusive to the Wii U now, and there's not really much point getting any other games. And also if they re-release them on the Switch, then I'd rather get them on the Switch. But this one is Mighty Number 9. Now, I don't know if you've heard of this one, but there was a lot of hype about this game back in the day. It was a Kickstarter game, and it was by the creators of Mega Man, and that's why it looks very similar to Mega Man now on the cover. And it got really loads of hype, and the pre-art pictures they put up look really good. And it was one of those games which loads of people were excited to get, and it came out and it got absolutely slated and everybody hated it, and it wasn't what they originally planned for it to be like. I think they got sort of halfway through making it, and then the main person who was creating the game left or didn't want to do it anymore, and then it got passed to somebody else, and they pretty much just finished it off, but it wasn't very good. So I've been sort of interested in playing this one, and I saw it popped up on eBay for, it was £4.50, which I thought, God, that's an absolute bargain, and it was sealed, brand new. And it showed the front cover like that, and it said it was a PAL version, and I thought, yeah, I'm going to pick that up for £4.50, you'd be crazy not to. It took ages to come through. When it finally arrived, I got it. And I took out the packaging, and then I thought, hold on a minute, looked at the back, and it's all in German text on the back. So yes, it is a PAL version, but it is the European PAL version from Germany. I know it sounds a bit petty, but I contacted the seller and I said, that's a bit sly that you're selling this game as a PAL version game, and he had loads of them. It said like 30 plus in stock, and you're just showing that front cover and you're not mentioning the fact that it's not English. He replied saying it plays in English. I don't know what your problem is. Nobody looks at the box art anyway, and nobody cares about the instruction manuals. So I replied saying, okay, fair enough. I'm not going to argue with you. It's £4.50 at the end of the day, but I'm telling you, the only people that buy sealed Wii U games are collectors, and they would want to know if it is the UK version or a German version. I said, if you'd like to give me a partial refund, that is fine. However, if you don't want to, then I will leave neutral feedback, which I thought was fair, on your eBay, saying that it arrived and it's fine, but it was in German. He sent one back saying, I think you're being pathetic or something like that. I've refunded you, and he took, what was it, £1.50 off. So yeah, he partial refunded £1.50. I left him positive feedback, but I did say on there, this is the German version, not the UK version, but did offer me a partial refund, so I thought, fair enough. So in total I got this for £3. It does play in English when you put a disc in, if you select the language to English, and it does have, inside the box, which is pretty cool, it's got this, the art of Mighty Number 9, which is pretty nice. So you can sort of see what the art style was going to be before they made the game. And it also came with this poster, double-sided, so you've got this and you've also got this, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I got that for £3, which is fine. for the German version. But I just thought that guy was being proper sly. He knew that they weren't UK versions and was just trying to offload them all. I was going to say that's the only video game thing, but I've got two more things. I got some PlayStation 2 games, and again, unusual, but these were sent through from my good friend Matt from Metropolis. I'll put a link to his channel below, go check him out. And he's getting rid of a load of games which he no longer needs anymore, and he asked a few of us if we wanted a couple of the games he had. Now these ones, SingStar Rock Ballads and SingStar Rocks, are two games I haven't got from the SingStar collection, and I do have, I think with these I've pretty much got all of the PlayStation 2 SingStar discs now. Now SingStar is a really fun game to play when you've got friends around, when you're having pre-drinks. It's pretty much karaoke, so where you can't really go wrong, and you get an extra 30 tracks on each disc, so that's another 60 songs added to the SingStar we already have. So thanks for that, Matt, really appreciate that, and next time you come round we'll pop these on and we'll see how good you are on them. Now finally, this is gaming related, but it isn't a game. On Nintendo Online, so the Nintendo official website, I'm a member on there, and you used to be able to collect up coins. Every time you bought a game you get Nintendo coins, and then you could use those coins to buy little gifts online, like packs of cards or games or stuff like that. And then they stopped doing that a year or two ago, which was quite annoying because that was a really cool little thing they had going on there. But I went on there the other day and I saw that they were you can still get the coins, but they give you sort of money off of eShop products and stuff, so I never bothered doing it. But I went on there the other day just by having a look, really, just browsing, and I saw that they were selling some Nintendo cards and also some postcards, so you could trade in your coins and get these free games or postcards. So I wanted the games, I clicked on them, they were all sold out. I went on the postcards, they had all also sold out, but it did say on there they'll be getting some more in soon, so you can sort of pre-order them. So I had, what was it, I think it was like 400 gold coins, so and that's been collected up over quite a while, and they were just sat there doing nothing. And it said it's 400 gold coins for these free postcards, pre-order them, and then when they come in they'll let me know and then they'll send them out to me. So I paid the 400 coins, and then I got an email saying they're in stock, so I went on there to order them because I've already paid for them, and it said postage £6. I thought, well, that's a bit steep for a couple of postcards, but there was no way to cancel your order, so the 400 coins had been taken. My coin balance was down to 0, or I had like 10 coins left, so I had no option really. I paid the £6 for the postage, and then I received this through the post. So I'm not quite sure, Nintendo, why it costs £6 to send a couple of postcards, but anyway, they are pretty cool to be fair, and I do like them. I just was a bit gutted about this £6 postage. So we got Mario, Yoshi, Donkey Kong, Peach, Luigi, who's that guy? Oh, I can't remember what they're called, like the squid people. Another Mario jumping on a Goomba, and Mario in a catsuit. So yeah, got those for free. I just thought I'd show those. That's a pretty cool little collector's item, I suppose. And yeah, I'll put them with all my Mario bits and pieces in my games room. So that's all the gaming related stuff. If you're not interested in board games or books, then thanks for watching. You can stop now, but I'll go on to the other things I picked up as well. So the first thing I got was Dungeons & Dragons bits and pieces. I got the Dungeons & Dragons Spellbook cards, Arcane, which is a box of cards, and basically each card has the description of all the spells which you can cast in the Dungeons & Dragons game. So this is really handy for if you're a player, but also as a dungeon master. When your players have different spells, instead of writing them all down on a piece of paper or having to look them up in the book, you just give them one of these spell cards and it describes everything the spell does. So you can just hand out these cards, and it's a lot easier when using spells. So I got that. That was only £17 off of Amazon, so that was a bargain. Now the second one was also Dungeons & Dragons related, and it's the Essentials kit. Now this is sort of like a starter pack, and I know I've got all the main books now and I know how to play the game, but I've been watching a few videos and a lot of people say the quest or the adventure in this box is really good fun, and it's a really good adventure to start people on who've never played Dungeons & Dragons. So I really wanted it for that adventure in there, but I've been looking for it for a good price, and I found somebody selling this on eBay for £9, and it was brand new and sealed, and I thought amazing, so it's buy it now, and I snapped it up straight away, got it for £9. Took quite a while to come through, but that was fine because I'm in no hurry to do it. But yeah, so inside you get a pack of dice, which is good. You get a box to put cards in, and this is what I really wanted. It's the Dragon of Ice Spire Peak book. So this is sort of like an adventure for people to level up from level 1 to 5, I think it is. Then you also get a bunch of cards which you can pop out and put into the box. You get the essential rule book, which is basically a dumbed down version of the main rule book, so don't really need that. You get another Dungeon Master screen, which is quite big. It's got some good artwork on it. And then inside, so this is, I've already got one of these, which I've got the hard version, but that's quite cool. You get a map for the adventure, and you get some blank sheets to fill in. So yeah, for £9 that is a really good deal. But again, it's a bit of a theme with this month's video. It came through, and they'd considering it's brand new and sealed, it came through in a plastic bag. It had it wasn't in a box. It didn't have any bubble wrap around it. It was just in a plastic bag, and it came through. And I've repaired it now, so you probably can't really see it. Let's see if I can get the light on it. But see, it's ripped down here, across here, down here as well. Basically, there was a hole through the back of the box, like somebody had dropped something pointed onto it, and it dented right through, and it ripped. So it's ripped there. Also, the corners, again, I've repaired them. I don't know if you can see that, but all the corners were dented in like this, like it'd been bashed about, and there was like a big crease up here. So basically it'd been bashed to bits. I've now repaired it. Where the corners were bashed, I sort of coloured them in black, so they didn't see so bad. They had all white creases going up here, and I've obviously straightened that out, and I've taped it on the inside so it doesn't look so bad. So I thought, I felt quite bad because it was only £9, but I contacted the seller again and I said, look, I know it's only £9, but it was advertised as brand new, and unfortunately in the post it's been smashed to bits and the box is knackered really. So they said, yeah, apologise for that, we should have wrapped it up better, and we'll take £2 off it. I said, yeah, fair enough. So that's £7, and yeah, I'm excited to play the quest. Another game I got, now this one came through Amazon. Luckily it came in a box this time, so I didn't get smashed up, but this is big, that's what it's called, Big Box. But it's a Carson, the Big Box version. Now this is huge. Basically it's the main Carson game, and you get, what was it, 11 expansions for it as well. Now I've been trying to get this game for absolutely ages, but the UK version you cannot get hold of. It just, I don't know if they stopped doing it, but you can't get it on Amazon. My local game shop doesn't have it. I've asked him if he can order it. He said he can't order it. So yeah, it's been really hard to get hold of. And to buy them all separate, like the main game's like 25-30 quid, and then each expansion's probably about 20 quid. And I didn't want to spend that much on it all. So, I don't know if you can see, but I think this is the Italian version. So it's all in Italian. But the good thing is, I looked this up online and a lot of people were saying buy this version because you don't need the English one. Now, the game is all just, the cards are just pictures, there's no writing on them at all, so you don't really need the English version. So I bought this one and it cost £38. The UK version is probably double that, it's like 70 quid. So for £38, I thought that was absolutely brilliant. Bought the game, and then the only difference being is obviously the manual, the instruction book, is all in Italian. So I went online and I downloaded the English version PDF and just printed that out. So I've got the Italian one, now I've got the English book. So that's the only difference, is the book. The rest of the game is exactly the same. And it's absolutely brilliant. I played it loads of times in the past, but I just wanted it for myself. And we've been playing it, me, my wife and 2 kids have been playing this quite a lot since I got it. So well worth a buy. And if you're interested, you can get it on Amazon, £38. Just get the Italian one and then print out the English instructions and you're good to go. Now finally, I know the time's going on, but I've got a few books. First one I got is a Skullduggery book. This is for my son Jack. It only cost me £2 and it's the World Book Day exclusive. He's been working his way through these Skullduggery books for the last few months and really enjoys them. I've read the first 2, they're pretty good. And this was a sort of short story, so he wanted this one in the collection as well, so I picked it up, and yeah, £1.90, £2. Now this next one is After the King, and the reason I picked this one up is because I'm trying to collect up all the Terry Pratchett books. Now this is a book full of short stories by lots of different authors, and one of the stories in there is by Terry Pratchett and it's about Discworld. And this was in honour of J.R.R. Tolkien. When he died, they got all these fantasy and sci-fi writers to write a story in their own worlds and dedicate it to him. So I picked this one up, been trying to get it for a while. This actually cost me £6, which is not too bad considering it's a rare book. But when it came through, this was described as like new or good condition or something like that. Looks alright on the side, apart from it's a bit ripped up here and creased, but the side is knackered. This is coming up, it's totally sun faded and loads and loads of creases on it. I don't know if you can see that. And yeah, and basically the book, I've flattened it out a bit, but it was all sort of like warped. So yeah, not great condition. Contacted this seller, they just ignored me completely. I said, you know, I'm happy to send it back and get a refund, or I'm happy to take a partial refund. Ignored me, so there wasn't really much I could do. I didn't put a complaint in because I thought I might as well keep it. You know, it's only £6, and I just left them negative feedback. But yeah, so happy to get it, but not really happy about the condition. Next one is the Crash Annual 2019. Now this is a Kickstarter book. It's an annual of the old Crash magazine for the Spectrum. I got the 2018 annual. I didn't back the 2019 one for some reason. I think it's because I just don't want to get in the habit of, hopefully they don't release one every single year and I have to keep buying them, because collectors, we have to keep buying if we don't want to miss one. But I saw the one come up this year on Kickstarter for 2020 and it looked pretty cool, so I thought, alright, I'm going to buy it. And then I thought, now I've got 2019 missing from the collection, so I had to order this one off eBay. Brand new condition, and it cost me £15, so not too bad. Like I said, brand new condition. It's just like a Crash magazine, really. and it also came with a poster, which is like a map of an old game, Saberwolf. So yeah, that's really good. Read that one, and they are very good quality. If you're into Crash magazines or the Spectrum, then I would say go online and buy these up. There are quite a few of them going. And finally, this is a series of comics called Twisted Dark. While I was away in Spain, I saw something on Facebook where they were advertising the first Twisted Dark, and you could order the PDF of the first issue for free to see if you liked it, and then obviously you can go on and buy the next volume if you want to. So I got the PDF while I was on holiday. I read the first couple of, it's like lots of short stories, all written by the same author, but all different artists for each story, so the art style changes after each story. I read the first two stories, thought they were pretty cool, so I thought, I don't like reading it on my phone, I'm going to order the book. So I ordered the first one from eBay, and it was £8, and guess what? It came through and it was damaged. It was brand new, advertised brand new, it came through in just a brown paper envelope, no bubble wrap or anything. And again, I've squashed this so it doesn't look as bad as it was, but it was dented along here. It's hard to see, you can see it a bit there. Basically this corner was bent up like this, and yeah, it wasn't new condition. So I've put it between like two heavy books and let it squash out flat again. Again, I contacted the seller. This came through My Herms, by the way, as well. So send it by My Herms and putting it in a brown paper envelope, probably not the best thing to do. She said she would make a claim through My Herms and get the money back. I didn't hear anything for a couple of weeks. I contacted her again saying, look, have you heard anything? It's up to you what you want to do with this. I can send it back, or again, I'm happy to get a partial refund. So that's 3 partial refunds in 1 month. She said she'll give me £3, and she'll continue chasing My Herms and try and get her money back. So basically I got this for £5. It's a good story. I would say the first one is probably the best one so far. The second one isn't so great. But if you're interested in sort of like twisted stories, it's quite a fun read. I ordered the second one off of Amazon. This one was £12, and yeah, even the guy who wrote this book, he says it in the start of this comic that after the first one people complained that the stories were too dark. So in this second one he's dulled them down a bit so they're not so dark, and it shows quite a lot. You start reading this one and the stories aren't quite so twisted, but yeah, it's still okay, it's not too bad. And now the third book I got through Amazon as well, and this one costs £8, but it's a lot thinner than the other two. So it's about half the thickness, so I don't know if he's trying to make more money by splitting them down into smaller volumes to sell more issues. And also this one is like really flimsy, I don't know, the other ones were made with like hard card, and this one just feels like really cheap. But yeah, so I'm reading this one and they've gone back to being a bit more twisted, a bit more dark. I'm about halfway through this one and it feels more like the first one, so hopefully, fingers crossed, that's the way the volumes will go from then on. So yeah, that was £8. So that's it, that's everything I got this month. The games, the books, the board games, the comics. Sorry it went on for so long. Like I said, I had a lot of things to buy, and that was only because I sold those Thundercats figures at the beginning of the month, so I won't be buying that much again in the future. Yeah, tell me what you think below, leave me a comment, I always like to see them, and I'll reply to all my comments. Please leave a thumb up if you like it, or a thumb down if you didn't. Either way, it's good with me, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, cheers.